I would like to give you some tips that I have learned by wasting a lot of time at our church. And maybe you can learn a few things from me, and I certainly want to learn from you if you have something that works. But let me give you a few tips. One, when you're doing marriage education, you have got to make it serious and aimed at couples that are in distress. When we do just a marriage seminar, and we don't always promote it as couples that are in distress, but we'll find that 30 to 60% of couples that attend are struggling. And if it is too light and fluffy, that is how it is viewed by couples that are struggling. They'll just go, wow, that was kind of fluffy and I didn't get a lot out of that, because you're not speaking to them. But I found if you aim it at couples that are struggling, couples that are in a good spot will get a lot out of it. So the first one, aim it to the struggling couples. Two, don't call it mentoring. So I'm a big believer in mentoring. I love it. We've tried to promote it like that. We put it in the bulletin. We've had very few takers. People don't know what mentoring is. They don't get it. We call it marriage education, and we say there's going to be a class. Now, we might have classes that start up all the time, and a class might just be one couple meeting with another couple. That's a private class, because some couples don't want to go to a group. So you got to call it a class, and you have to have it available right away. So if a couple is struggling and you tell them to come back 4 months, that is just a tough message. But if you said, hey, tell you what, let's do a private class, go and meet with this couple, they're going to run you through some material. So call it a class, call it education, call it training, don't call it mentoring. Next one is put a session limit on it. If you just say mentoring, it's got this fuzzy kind of thing. Nobody knows what it looks like. If you say this is a class, it's got 7 sessions at the end of it, you're done. And hopefully you'll get some value out of it. But people like that. They like to have something that's contained. So 7 sessions. Now when we do a group, we'll do 7 sessions and then we're done. When we meet couple to couple, oftentimes that extends to more than 7 sessions, but the couple's getting some value out of it, and they've agreed that they'll keep coming. But put a session limit on it when you're explaining it. Next tip, you have got to get the men. Women are far better barometers of relationships and are far more likely to ask for help or to suggest they take a class. You got to get the men, and you got to talk to them about why they should do something now. Now, I have a video that addresses some of this that you can use as a promo piece on your website or at your church if you'd like. And lastly, pastors, you got to get involved with at least referring people. This is an excellent way for you to leverage your time by referring them to your lay people. So refer people on, because they might not sign up for a class and they're just looking for help. And you can say, we've got a private class with a couple that I trust, and I think this would be really beneficial for you. So pastors, get involved. So once again, aim it at the struggling couples. Don't call it a mentoring, call it a class. Put a session limit. Get the men involved and committed. And lastly, pastors, you need to kind of endorse this and get behind it and refer people on. So I hope you found some tips there. Maybe it will save you a little bit of time and energy. I wish someone had told that to me when I was starting out. Thanks.